If you're planning to study abroad, or you're already in a foreign country getting your degree, having a local bank account might seem essential. You've likely explored your options, discovered the locations of nearby bank branches, and are considering scheduling an appointment. But there is something to keep in mind. Most banks aren't meant for people living international lives. So, at this point, it's worth checking if a multi-currency account alternative fits your needs better, because millions of students around the world have already been using them for a while, and they don't need to visit any banks or have lots of separate accounts in various currencies. So what are the benefits of just one multi-currency account? What are the options and how does it work? In this video, we're going to get answers to these questions. Let's jump right in. Okay, what is a multi-currency account? What are the options out there? A multi-currency account is a financial account provided by a financial institution that allows you to hold, send, spend, and receive money in multiple currencies within a single account. Unlike bank accounts, which are typically denominated in a single currency, multi-currency accounts provide flexibility for users dealing with various currencies. Let's assume you're from France, you study in the UK, and you often travel back home to visit your family and friends. In this case, you're constantly switching between euros and British pounds. If you're holding a bank card linked to an account denominated in one of these currencies, then you're always going through currency exchange while paying in any other currency abroad. And banks' exchange rates are known to be higher. The worst thing here is that you don't even know how much of the hidden fees you pay extra, because you'd need to compare the bank's exchange rates with the mid-market ones on Google all the time. Nobody does that. International money transfers are also important for those who travel around the world. And with most banks, these are really complicated. They don't give you a great user experience. And at this point, the kinds of functions a typical bank offers feels very limited when it comes to dealing with different currencies. This is where a multi-currency account steps in to tackle these inconveniences and allow you to pay like a local almost everywhere around the world. What are the options? Well, there are plenty. You can check options by Revolut, HSBC, NatWest, and Wise. Speaking of Wise, let's take a closer look at this option. It's a money service provider with over 16 million customers around the world and more than 13 years on a market. With Wise, you can register a personal account for free and hold over 40 currencies at the same time. Depending on your region, about 10 of them will have local account details linked too, so you'll be able to receive money in these currencies. You also get access to international money transfers to over 160 countries with low fees and mid-market exchange rates. These rates don't have any hidden charges, and these are the rates we use across all transactions you do with Wise. So you can always be sure you're getting mid-market rates. Sign up with Wise via the link here or in the description. In many regions around the world, you can order the Wise debit card and get digital cards. Digital cards are free. They have different details than your physical card, and these are perfect for online and contactless purchases. Whenever you want to freeze or replace it, you can do it in the app or on the web. Digital cards add another layer of security, especially if you're worried about entering your card details online. You can make a purchase and replace this card immediately. Digital cards replacement is possible 3 times a day. To find out if the Wise card is available in your region, check the link in the description. Back to the student use cases scenarios. If, for example, you are originally from the UK but studying in Canada, it may be really handy for you to keep both British pounds and Canadian dollars in your Wise account. Let's say I want to top up the British pound balance. So I tap on it, select Add, pick the currency I want to pay with, and proceed with any payment method of my choice. If I top up from my British pounds bank account, there will be no conversion involved. But if I decide to add money from my Canadian bank account, Wise will convert money for you, applying the mid-market exchange rate. meaning there will be zero hidden charges, and you'll pay only the minimum fee, which is clearly visible when you make a top-up. Next, when you have money on your account, you can convert between balances as you wish, depending on which country you're in. You can also get Wise debit and digital cards. Add them to Apple Pay, Google Pay, or other mobile wallets. Wise also provides you with free withdrawals in ATMs globally, up to a certain monthly limit, which you'll be able to check from your account. If you need to receive money, then as mentioned, you can get account details for most of the major currencies. In our scenario, you're studying in Canada, but visiting the UK from time to time, so it would be handy for you to get both Canadian dollar and British pound account details. If someone from the UK wants to send you money, you'll be able to share your British pound account details. And if the payment is coming from Canada, you'll be able to provide your sender with your Canadian dollar account details too, so that you can receive money from them. All you need to do is to tap on one of the balances with account details, tap on Get Account Details, and follow the steps. Once you have the details, feel free to share them with your sender. Just keep in mind that you can only receive payments in the same currency as your account details. Another easy way to receive money is to tap on Receive from the home page. You'll be able to request a payment from a Wise user or create a payment link for anyone outside of Wise. If they don't have a Wise account, you can only request money from them in a currency you have account details for. There is also a jars feature. This one is very useful if you need to set money aside, which students often do. You can hold separate jars for money you want to save for bills or other regular expenses, but it also perfectly works when you need to save for big purchases or holiday gifts. As you can see, having a multi-currency account is essential for someone living an international life or traveling regularly. This is definitely applicable to international students too. There is absolutely no need to lose money on banks' unfavorable exchange rates and deal with non-user-friendly apps, which most banks have. Instead, you can enjoy a more modern and convenient way to spend and maximize savings when managing money in different currencies. This is all about Wise, but feel free to explore other multi-currency account options so you could choose the one that works best for you. And if you decide to choose Wise, the link for sign up is in the description for you. Until next time!